We're going to do D&D with a bit of a Latin beat, but it's really good. Stick around. Hiya, folks. Old Man Gorgnard here, and I've got another review for you. It's called Vieja Escuela, which is Spanish for old school. And it's a nice little book. It's a nice little 18-page book right here. And here's what the inside looks like. Well, here it is. Vieja Escuela, old school in Spanish. Very nice book. It's a digest size, which I like. And it's only about 18 pages. Here's what the inside looks like. Very well laid out. Very clear. Probably one of the clearest books I've ever read. 2-column. You can actually read the headers, which is good. A lot of time this kind of font here, it's hard to read. So, and we've got tables, talents. It's very well laid out. We do have a table of contents in the front. And it's a pleasing book to look at. I believe this is all public domain art, etc. But it gives you an idea of what to use, or what to do, rather. And a nice character sheet, too. So all in all, it's a nice little book. It's really worth the time and the trouble. And I wouldn't mind carrying this around in my bag to use for ad hoc conventions, pick up games, or just something to do sometimes, especially with the kids. So there you have it. Okay. This was done in 2019, and it was created by Javier Cabo-Hicks Garcia, translated by J. Pablo Mejia, revised by Gabriel Fua, and edited by Enrico Messia and Eneko Palacia. I hope I'm pronouncing those names right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. This was inspired by things like Swords and Wizardry Light, Microlight, the White Hack, things like that. And it is a nice, simple game. I would throw this in my bag and carry it with me. It's great for like convention pickup games, or you're bored, you're between adventures. Oh, let's play this for a while. And it's really easy to use. Now, there are just some differences, and anything I say that it's my opinion. It's the way I like to do stuff, of course. Well, I mean, that should go without saying, but I just want to get that out there. First of all, there are no clerics. And there's a reason there's no clerics, because there is no Vancian magic. It's all magic points. And it is very, very freeform. Very freeform, where you sit down with the DM saying, okay, I want to do this. And then the DM will go, okay, it costs you X amount of magic points, and this is what it does. I have a bit of a problem with that, because I don't like to, well, if you're going to do that, I'm not faulting the stat, but if you're going to do that, you should probably put some sample, he doesn't want magic lists. Okay, but you should put some kind of table of, here's some sample spells that you can do. You don't have to stat them out, just give a list or something, because beginning people will go, because they don't get it. They may not get it. So it's almost like to me, with rule books, you should put examples in everything, including this. It could use more examples. But I could do it, no problem. They add the advantage and disadvantage mechanic from 5th edition. Okay, I can hang with that. But my inner Gorgnard always says, no, you roll against this and you give them pluses and minuses. But yeah, I can do either way. The defense stat equals your armor class, which gives you an attack bonus too, depending on what your level is. There's an instincts stat, which means saving throw. And the GM has to set a target number, which I don't like, because I don't like target numbers. You got a stat, roll over your stat, or roll under your stat, or however you do it. That's, you have a number, roll over it. So, and there's also things called backgrounds and talents. Now, backgrounds, I'll get to in a minute. Talents are the special abilities that characters get. Fighters get special abilities, and magic users and rogues get special abilities. But at like a certain level, I think it's 8th level, because this game only caps at 14. I think it's at 8th level. Everybody gets some new talents. I think you can buy them with points. I'm not sure. I did read the book, but I'm a little unclear on that. Backgrounds I like, because that has always been a pet peeve for me. I never liked the way most skill systems work, because I always felt that there should be something. It doesn't have to be a skill system, but there should be something to reflect what the character did before they became an adventurer. And backgrounds are great. You take a background, you settle on a background with the game master. And this is, I think this is taking a page from Tunnels and Trolls, because you settle a background with the game master. And then if you're doing something that pertains to that background, if the GM thinks you should have a bonus on it, or if you think and you can convince them, then you get a +2 on whatever you're doing. And at certain levels, or a certain level, you get a second background. I think it's 8th level again. You can pick another background. I don't exactly know how it works. You go, all of a sudden, oh, I remember I used to do this type of thing. But it's that kind of thing. To me, that's the sweet spot. That works for skills, for things like that. I like that because it's very freeform. There's certain freeform things I like, for freeform things I don't like. I mean, the magic points thing, okay, fine. You get, the players get certain magic points. I can deal with that. You need more examples to help people along. I'm not sure if this book was written for the hardcore gamer or the newbie, but if it's it should be like the newbie, in my opinion, because it is a very simple game, very easy to do. The monsters in here, he's only got like one page of monsters, and they go by level and hit dice and things like that. And it's very easy to work them. Very easy to work them. Like a ghoul is a level 2, attack, slam, 1d6, defense 13, and they have talents. And that's how their special abilities and things like that, if they have them. So it says here, its levels is attack bonus, its instincts bonus, and how many d8 are rolled to determine which hit dice, basically. So they have, each monster has a defense, and you use that to figure out whatever their, the level type thing. So the level comes in pretty handy. Anyway, where to get it? Okay, you can go to the author's website, which I will put down there, and he will give it to you for free. It's free. And if you want a print copy, go over to Lulu, and it's about $2.82, it's under $3. So plus shipping. So easy peasy. And if you hang around Lulu long enough, they usually give you a percentage off, which covers the shipping, which I like. Anyway, so that's it. Vieja Escuela, go out and get it. And like I said, it's a real good game. It's one of those games I hang on to just in case, Oh, we want to play. The kids, let's play some D&D. Okay, why don't we play this? Okay. I don't know where my Swords and Wizardry Light or my other stuff is. Let's play this. No problem. Anyway, that's my review. And if you like it, if you don't like it, you want to talk about something, go to oldmangroggnard@gmail.com. So until I see you next time, bye-bye.